caramel. All out of space. Ready? Such a good sound. I love this song. Coffee! Sugar. Creamer. Ooh, I have a mustache. I should probably shave that. A little bit of creamer. By a little bit, I mean a lot. A lot of sugar. 2 spoonfuls. And that's it. Ta-da! Okie dokie. Hello. It is super sunny in my apartment right now. It's probably not like the best conditions for filming, but this is like the time in the day where I feel like most happy and like clear. I love mornings like this. I'm like the epitome of a morning person. I think that they're just like the best time of the day for you to like think about what you want to do with your life and like what you want to do with the day. It's just like really quiet, especially in the city because like no one's out yet. And in my apartment, I have this window right here, and it's the window that wakes me up in the morning. It like shines light onto my bed, and I wake up at like 6:30 exactly every single morning. It is 7:15 now. It's really the morning, so good morning, like good morning. Gotta double hydrate. Normally during the morning I read Harry Potter because I'm on book 5, but I thought that today I would kind of just sit and chat with y'all because it's been a while since I've like talked to you guys about like what my life has been like, and I kind of wanted to talk about a little story that happened recently. I was gonna paint my nails, but then I remembered that I don't feel like smelling nail polish directly in the morning, and so I thought I would just enjoy this patch of sunlight that is only here for like an hour and just talk with y'all, if that's okay. If you don't want to hear me talk, then don't watch this video. That's gonna be real boring for you. So when I first came to college, I had this very distinct idea of what college was gonna be like. I was super excited because like I thought that the second I moved out, I can like go to parties and like I can go kiss like a whole bunch of people, just make out with everyone. I'll do a whole bunch of like drugs and I'll just be crazy. Like I'll just be a crazy kid. Once I move out, I can do whatever I want. Because that's what everyone kept telling me about college. Anytime I would bring up college around anyone, like even an adult, it was always like, oh, the parties I had back then, oh, the crazy times we had back then. So I was expecting to come into college with this like very, I don't know, eye-opening experience of like partying and like, I don't know, just being like really like crazy. But the thing is, I got here and then I didn't do any of that. I did none of that. I'm 19 years old and I still haven't had my first kiss. I've never been on a real date before, and I had never gone to a party until very recently, which was last week, where I went to my very first college party. And keep in mind that this is like 8 months into the school year. Like it took 8 months for me to get the courage to like actually go to a school party. This is also my first house party ever. I've just never been to like a house party thrown by a whole bunch of kids with like crappy alcohol. Like I've never done that before. But my friends were invited to a party and they're like, oh, like you should come. You need to go at least once. Especially because like the school year is almost over already and like I still haven't gone to a single one. My friends are very upset with me that I still am not dating somebody. They're very over it. They want me to not be single anymore, but like that's out of my control. I feel like actually maybe it is my fault that I've been single for 19 years. I don't know. So I'm getting ready for this party. I like have all these ideas of what it's gonna be like. Finally, like my first college party, like I'm a real college student. Now that I'm going to this party, I can officially call myself a rowdy kid, a wild child, a college student. But we show up at this party. I walk in with my friends and I'm looking around. I'm like, this is a weird environment. It's definitely not the type of environment that I flourish in. It was just like a lot of bodies like really close to each other and just like a lot of noise and like weird lights and stuff going on like everywhere, which is already like not a Conan environment. I just already was out of my element. I'm standing there for like 10 minutes, immediately lose my friends. Like I can't find them. They're just gone. And I'm like, well, there it goes. Like, yep. Bye guys, done. It was over. I couldn't find them. And I'm holding an empty cup because I don't drink. I've never been drunk before either, so I didn't want my first time getting drunk to be at a party with a whole bunch of people, because who knows what I would have done. Like who knows what stupid things I would have done and like what stupid things I would have said. I don't want any dumb Conan thoughts out in the world ever. I'm dumb enough completely sober, like I don't want to know what I'm gonna be like if I'm drunk. So I'm holding this empty cup, standing in this crowd of people, and I just remember being like, this is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever experienced. I was standing there in that crowd and like looking around at everyone, and I was like, what are these people doing with their lives? Like, why is this fun to you? There's like a few people that kept on like trying to like bump into me to like get my attention, which was weird. I was holding an empty cup and people were like, oh, you want more? I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stand here actually. The reason why I'm telling you this story is because I want you to know what a college party is like so that you can decide whether or not you want to go to one. I'm gonna continue on with my story before I get more into the more life lesson-y things in this video. So I'm standing there in this party holding my empty cup, and I'm just checking my email like literally every 30 seconds because I cannot deal with all the people around me. Everyone's just like wasted, like doing weird things that I don't know. I was standing there in that crowd and I was like, this would probably be a lot more fun if I was drunk, but I don't want to drink. So I was just completely sober in this crowd of really drunk people where everything seemed funny and everything seemed amazing and exciting, but it wasn't like that for me because I was completely sober. I make my way to like a very corner of the party, to like this like couch area. I'm over it at this point. I'm so tired of everything that's going on. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, why did I think this was a necessity of college? And I sit down at this couch and I can kind of see my friends like far away, and I'm just like, oh, they're like safe. Like, they're just gonna do their thing. So I'm sitting on this couch alone and I'm so over it. I'm like, I wish that me and my friends could just leave, but I don't want to be a party pooper and be like, I don't want to be here, I want to go home, because I am always like that. I'd much rather spend a day with my friend in the dining halls or like in a dorm. Whoa, I think a transformer is coming. I'd much rather spend like quiet time with my friends or just like in a more private setting than be in a crowd. They just looked like they were having so much fun, and I was like, I don't want to be the lame 10-year-old kid at this party who's completely sober, who is gonna ruin this fun night for their friends. So I'm sitting on this couch and I'm just thinking, I'm like taking photos of things because it was the weirdest setting and I couldn't help it. I'm the type of person who documents everything, so just like taking audio files and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there. I very distinctly remember sitting there like this. I was like sitting there like this. I was like looking around, and then I noticed that there was like someone sitting on a couch across from me, and I like look at him, and then he like looks at me and is about to say something to me, like 0.3 of a millisecond away from saying something to me, opens his mouth, and I just stand up and I just left. I was like, nope, like this is not happening. I'm not talking to anybody who isn't my friend. I go over to my friends. They're all, you know, just like, and I'm like, okay, y'all do your thing. I think I'm gonna go home. And then I walked home because the party was like really close to my apartment anyway, so it didn't really matter. When I got home, it really got me thinking. When I went into college, I had all these milestones set that kind of told me, this is what college is, and if you do this and this and this and this, then you will be a college student, and that's gonna be college. Like, everyone's college experience is like that, and you have to participate. If you don't participate, then you're not gonna be making the most out of it, and you're not gonna be a real college student, you're not gonna be a real adult. And I very distinctly remember sitting there at that party and being like, I hate this. This is the worst. Like, this is terrible. Why do I tell myself that this is something that I need to do in order to be a college student? I guess what I'm trying to say is everyone's college experience is super, super, super different. I know that for my friends here in school, we all had different ideas of how the school year would pan out, and all of our plans did not go to plan. No one's does. My friends went from being like comm majors to like completely different majors really quickly. One of mine is like constantly working on the school newspaper, and like another one of mine is on a film crew. And God knows me, I'm the weirdest one out of all. On off days, I go to recording studios and record music for my EP, and I like take meetings with record labels. No one's college experience is cookie cutter, and no one's goes the way that you really plan. I wanted to tell you guys the story of my first college party because I really wanted to kind of like show you guys what a college party was like from the perspective of me, because I feel like a lot of you guys are like me, and to hopefully just kind of save you the trouble of going to a party and hating it and thinking that it's stupid. You don't have to go to a party. You don't have to go to a single party in college, and you can still have an amazing college experience. In college, partying is like such a massive culture, and I felt like I was missing out on so much because I didn't go to these parties, and because I don't get blackout drunk, and because I don't kiss random people and stuff like that. I felt like that I was missing out on something that is in everybody's life, and I guess in a way I am missing out, but I'm like okay with missing out on it because I have a lot of other things in life that make me happy. And I want y'all to know that just because a lot of people in college party doesn't mean that you have to, and it doesn't mean that it's like this necessary part of college that if you don't participate that you're not gonna be a real college student or a real adult. Because I went into college with that mindset, and as of recently it's just been completely changed due to that terrible party. I think some people are just equipped to be partiers, and they like that environment and that scene, and they like to like let go and kind of just have fun. But other people aren't, and I'm the other people, and it just didn't work for me. So that's my story, and I hope that it opens your eyes to what it's like to go to a college party, because I know that a lot of you guys are like high school seniors just about to go to college. So for anyone who isn't a college senior and has been to parties, I'd love to hear what you think about college parties. I don't know if it's just me that hated partying that much, maybe just because like I already have so much to do. The thought of just wasting like 20 hours at a party is just the worst. I don't know. I don't think it's just me though. That's all I wanted to say. Thanks for spending the morning with me. I've had a very hectic life lately, and so I kind of wanted to just like chat with y'all because it's been a while since I've been like, oh, this is what my life is like right now. And I just want to make sure that I know what's up with y'all and that y'all know what's up with me. I'm going back to Texas in 2 weeks because I'm getting my wisdom teeth torn out of my face. Yay. And I'm working a lot on a lot of exciting, very secret things with lots of cool things, and yep, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to get in trouble. Anyways, I will see you guys in a couple days with a brand new video. God bless and goodbye. To the other side.